started off, yo.
It was interesting, man. It was like coaching a little league team. We were teaching them how to tour like pros, but they got it now.
See, that was cool, it's a different crowd, and I think that's one thing we've set ourselves out for, is to play with different genres and really open up our fan base. I think our style and our vibe, we can really kind of play with anybody, from 36 Crazy Fist to Anal and the Throck to Tengger Cavalry, man. And they draw a solid crowd, man. 100 kids, every night, and they rage to us, man. We had some killer shows, and it was a good time, but a different experience for sure.
You definitely had to win them over for sure. Some, we have, our fan base, you're starting to see it come around. Like, people were coming to the shows in our shirts and, oh, I already have this. What do you have that's new? And they would bring friends. So, it's growing. It's working.
Man, it's been killer. It's outselling every album we've ever put out. The streaming numbers on the songs are huge. It's everything you want to see, and people are buying it, man. We're selling, 20 a night, 15 a night, 100 a night, like crazy numbers, man. So it's been great.
I think it's the best one. I mean, not to be biased, but it's the best one. This lineup is probably, Richie would probably agree, this is probably the most solid lineup he's had. It's probably the most consistent lineup he's had, and that's kind of been the difference. We've played together so long now that by the time we went to record that record, we were just vibing with each other. All the songs came together quick, and they're the best songs.
Yeah. It's fun. I mean, you notice the set list. It's what we're playing, It's good to have an album like Up in Hell and then follow it with something like Oppression. Each album we put out's gotten stronger and stronger, and these two just catapulted that. Like El said, having that vibe and playing together and really getting to it, has been great for us. And I think Steve Evans, too, was a huge part of that, and I love the guy. He brought us in, made a good style and vibe for what you want to record an album. One big thing is I write constantly, so if I'm driving at night, man, and somebody cuts me off and I get pissed about it, I'll write a song about it. But, I'm very political, as you've seen songs like False Flag and Tyranny's End and End Result and all these things. It's a big thing for me. I travel the world a lot. I see a lot of fucked up shit, and, I'm an advocate for shit that's not going right. I think people need to see it and open their eyes and understand shit's not going the way it should be, man. So our lyrics are a big part of that, and life in general, overcoming things and kicking ass and, not letting life just tear you down.
And, to be honest, when we were set out to talk about starting to make the record, he's like, I'm really going to, push you guys. I want you guys to push each other. And he's like, I don't want you to push me, and I challenged him. I was like, dude, you know what? You need to, you're telling us to step up. I'm like, when Richie, we'll have discussions like in the van or whatever, and he's the deep thinker, and we talk about really heavy shit. And I was like, you need to write like that, write about what and and it definitely comes across in that record for sure.
And that's what I love about these guys. Again, to say things to me that I need to have, and we all do to each other, and I think you have to do that in a band. I think to have the best thing possible, you gotta push each other, man. It's a business, a job, a friendship, a bond, and you gotta kick ass.
Yeah. I will. I'm gonna answer that because, here's the thing. It's been cool on this touring cycle, especially, that got downplayed a lot, and people have been accepting our album and reviewing it on its own merit, not of whose name is attached to it. A lot of times Richie won't even bring up his last name, which is cool. And the thing about it is, this is where it's tricky. Like, he's fucked no matter what. It's damned if you do, damned if you don't. And it's not fair. Because if he makes this killer fucking album and it does well, sells well, get all these rad tours and stuff, then it's, oh, well, it's just because of your last name. And then if it flops, then it's like, haha, you're not as good as your dad. So you can't fucking win. So we just, say fuck all that and we just do our own thing.
Yeah, and I think people, they overcome those beliefs when they come to a show and they meet us at the merch booth when, we're hanging there all night. They see the energy on stage. I think it's something they haven't seen in a while from a lot of, front men and bands in general. You see a lot of these bands that just stand up there like they could give two shits, and we give two shits. So we take it serious, and we've done it on our own. And, we just drove 1,700 miles, not max. It was brutal, man. We played in Indianapolis on Wednesday night, ended at about 1 in the morning, jumped in the van, drove straight other than stopping for gas, man. I mean, 35 hours in the van. Max didn't drive that. We did. So, I think
bottles, man, to get here.
Yeah, my coffee cup instantly becomes my pisser, after I drink it. So it's just tour life, man, and we'll get through it. I'm going to go ahead and just do it now. I think we're going to South America for December with the Roots tour. It's going to be our first time down there. We're honored, man. Minus Head is about to break loose down in, South America. We're about to bring them and unleash this thing, and it's going to be great, man. I think it's going to be one hell of a tour for Incite to finally get down there. I've been down there a few times, and, I've been just telling these guys, man, it's going to be something they've never seen. It's like no matter who you are, you feel like the Beatles for a week, and it's going to be life-changing, and I think that's the way to end the year, man. And I'm missing my 1-year anniversary of my wedding to go there, thanks, man. But, that's how serious it is. And, we're going to start early next year with a killer tour as well at the end of January through America and then head to Europe. So everything's going great, man. The album's kicking ass and we're kicking ass. 108 shows so far this year. When we do South America, 115. So it's been a great 2016, man.
And I'm going to throw this out there, Miguel, since you have some international clout. You need to tell your boys, get us on those festivals.
Yeah, we love festivals, man. We're ready. Bands are going to have to step it up once they play after or before us.
Well, definitely, we're looking forward for tonight. And good luck with, going to South America because that's a rowdy.
Can't wait.
Really heavy crowd.
Yep.
And, Europe next year.
Somebody catch me. I'm stage diving.
Thanks so much for the support. Keep it metal. Incite, taking over.